Welcome, everyone. Welcome, family and friends, and thank you so much for your unwavering support of your students. I would also like to welcome and recognize some of the dignitaries that we have here on the stand. So Southwest Tech VP of Academics, Scott Levitt. Southwest Tech Health Professions Student of the Year. She's actually not here yet. She's going to be coming in with the other students, but Heidi Brown, and she's also going to speak to us. Southwest Tech Board of Trustees, Paul Terry, is our keynote speaker. Southwest Tech President, Brendan Wood. Southern Utah University President, Mindy Benson. Southwest Tech Chair of the Board of Trustees, Darren Gifford. Associate Commissioner of Technical Education in the Office of the Commissioner of Higher Education, Kim Zebarth. Board member on the Board of Directors at the Utah System of Higher Education, Danny Ibsen. We have the chair of our Southwest Tech Foundation Board, Bruce Hughes. Southwest Tech Board of Trustees, Garrett Cottom. Southwest Tech Board of Trustees, Beverly Burgess. Southwest Tech Board of Trustees, Melinda Funstein. Southwest Tech Foundation Board, Neil Smith. Southwest Tech Foundation Board, Riza Paropoulos. Southwest Tech Board of Trustees, Myron Cottom. Board of Trustees, Roger Howard, and Board of Trustees, Sharon Corey. And I am James Molyneux. I am the Vice President of Student and College Services, and I'm super excited. So if you haven't been to a Southwest Tech graduation before, you're in for a treat, first of all. It's awesome. It's fun. But there are a couple of things that you probably want to keep in mind. You're not in church. This is not a library. Feel free to yell, get raucous. All right, so in just a minute, we're going to invite our students in. Okay, please help me and welcome in the Southwest Technical College class of 2025.
Wanna be someone. I just wanna be someone. Without a trace. I just wanna be someone. What doesn't everyone? And if you feel it could be right, I wanna be, I wanna die. It's up to you, you can lead the way. Somebody to someone, oh, I wanna be somebody to someone, oh, I never had nobody and no road home. I wanna be somebody to someone. Sky goes cold and the clouds get heavy, it's up to fall. I really need somebody to hold my own. I wanna be somebody to someone. Someone's here, someone's here, someone's here, someone's here. Don't even need to change the world. I'll make the moon shine just for you. I'll make the starlight suckle.
Wow. That was great. I forgot to mention, we have a couple of rows up here of VIP section. Thanks for everyone who's come to support these students. And I also neglected to mention that we're going to have a cameo from the executive director of the Utah Summer Games to come later. So real quick, these college graduates are game changers. They've added skills and knowledge to their toolboxes and keys to open some of the many doors in life. Those doors no longer need to stay closed, so go open them. Also want to recognize our faculty. Not only do they teach and mentor our students, they're involved in the community. They serve on local boards, they volunteer time, and they're very involved with local employers in the area as well. And a special thank you also to staff. Behind the scenes, you keep everything going really smoothly, and everyone is essential to make the college great for students. I have a few statistics, and then I'll walk us through the agenda a little bit, and then I'll get out of the way. So almost 600 students graduated this year. So we have 56 of them earned certificates while in high school, 22 on the National Technical Honor Society, 30 on the President's List, which is recognition for high academic achievement. And this is one of my favorites. These students completed around 27,000 hours of service to the community in the form of externships and clinical experience. Awesome. And as a side note, because we are such good partners with SUU, wanted to mention that SUU had their commencement a week ago. Of those, 41 of SUU's grads also earned certificates at Southwest Tech at some point. So that's pretty awesome. And one last thing, Southwest Tech helped these students this year with a little over $1.1 million in aid from scholarships, Pell Grants, things like that. And we don't do loans. So that's pretty awesome too. So whether it's computers, cars, electrical wiring, machines, injuries, or dinner, if it needs fixing, there's somebody over here that can fix it, and we're glad that they don't have to Google it. Give him a nickel. All right, so first we're going to hear from Heidi Brown, which is a Health Professions Student of the Year, and then Paul Terry, who is President and Chief Executive Officer of Cedar Band Corporation, and then I will pick us up from there.
Okay. Please excuse me for being nervous. You get me one-on-one and I talk too much and overshare. You put me in front of a group and I tend to shut down. Today, however, I'm determined to share my story. It's because it's one of hope, growth, and gratitude. Growing up, my mother had severe bipolar depression while raising 7 kids. There were times when she wasn't treated well or was judged harshly, but there was other times she received empathy and compassion. The contrast in how she was treated left a deep impression on me. It showed me the profound difference that one person's kindness can make in someone's life. That realization planted a seed in me, a desire to be the type of person who brings hope to those who don't feel seen. I married young at 18 and started a family right away. I was blessed to be a stay-at-home mom, which allowed me to focus on raising my children. During this time, I had the opportunity to move to Ethiopia and live on a farm in the middle of nowhere. When medical issues arose on the farm, there was not a hospital nearby. I often had to assess the situation, call a nurse or doctor stateside for guidance, and then treat the issue with supplies I had on hand. This experience sparked my passion for healthcare. While in Ethiopia, I was also blessed to adopt 3 teenagers, adding to my family of 6 biological children for a total of 9 kids. As you can imagine, raising 9 kids come with a lot of joy and chaos. With that chaos came sickness, broken bones, stitches, and countless doctor's visits. This gave me plenty of opportunities for practicing healthcare. My kids also gave me the drive to be a great example of accomplishing hard things. They were my constant cheerleaders along the way. I decided to enroll in the medical assistant program at STech in 2023, but life had other plans. Just as I was about to start, my father-in-law was diagnosed with a brain tumor and placed on hospice care. He needed 24/7 care in the last 8 weeks of his life, and I was grateful that I was there for him during that time. That experience deepened my sense of purpose, to bring joy, peace, and kindness to those who are suffering. Going back to school in 2024, after 17 years away from formal education, was intimidating, especially with 9 kids and what seemed like endless sports and school events. But my dad gave me the courage to take that leap. He supported me through the highs and the lows, the moments of excitement, and the times when I doubted myself. Even though he was going through his own trials of battling pancreatic cancer, he still took the time to talk me through my struggles and my disappointments. He also celebrated my accomplishments with me. I am deeply grateful that I completed the program just 9 days before he passed. He believed in me. His belief in me has stayed with me as a source of strength. Throughout the program, I had my share of challenges. Juggling school and home life was no small task. I'll admit, I sometimes got caught up in the little details that didn't make a big effect on the big picture. But my advisors and teachers showed me immense patience and kindness. They made me feel seen, not just as another student, but as an individual. It wasn't just my advisors and teachers who helped me, but all the staff at S-Tech, as well as my fellow classmates. I constantly felt supported, cared for, and encouraged. That kindness gave me the confidence to keep going, even on the tough days. Going to S-Tech gave me the courage to try for bigger dreams and challenges. Today, I'm proud to say that I'm enrolled at SEU and on the road to becoming a registered nurse. The journey has taught me This journey has taught me so much about perseverance, community, and the power of compassion. To anyone out there who feels like their dreams are out of reach, let me tell you, it's never too late. With determination and support, you can achieve more than you ever imagined. Thank you to everyone who has been a part of my journey, especially my husband, who has been my biggest supporter. Even with his fear of needles, he still came in multiple times to let me practice blood draws, which I know was not very enjoyable for him. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. Let's go forward and make a difference, one act of kindness at a time.
Wow, how do I follow that? That was inspiring, Heidi. Thank you so much. Is there a Mr. Brown in the house, Heidi? Where's Mr. Brown? We can't see you until you stand up, Mr. Brown. I am less than qualified to be standing up here in front of all these wonderful grads. I think the prerequisite was that I have the most gray hair on the Board of Trustees. And because our chairman doesn't have any hair, that doesn't count. All right, I was given an hour, right, Brendan? 1 hour for my speech? 1 hour for my speech. I will try to keep it to 10 minutes or less. All right, good evening, graduates, faculty, families, and friends, and anyone who's just here for the free brownies. No one should, we have one here for the free brownies. Yes, we have free brownies. And a great big shout out to Ganache Bakery here on Main Street. She's a former SUU grad, and she went through the Entrepreneur Leadership Council. I sit on that board, on that committee, and we help fund many projects that she was doing, and this is the one that she landed on. And we're so grateful that she landed on brownies instead of some of the other ones that she pitched to us. If you don't eat brownies, pass it on to somebody else who does, because if they go home with us, I'm going to eat them, and that's not good for me to eat all those brownies. All right, it is truly an honor to be with you here tonight in our beautiful Cedar City, standing in front of a room full of talented, determined, and future-shaping individuals like yourselves. Now, I know I'm standing between you and either a celebration or a nap, both well-deserved. So I promise not to go all paternalistic CEO mode and talk for 3 hours like it's one of my board of directors meetings, or 4 hours. My chairman has even asked me to keep it to 2. I will keep this to 10 minutes. Instead, and if you'll indulge me for a moment, I do want to take a few minutes to say congratulations and offer some thoughts as you launch into the next chapter of your careers and your lives. First of all, may I state the obvious and acknowledge the following. Technical college is not just theoretical learning. It's very real and practical learning. You've been studying, learning, practicing, implementing how to develop software, how to technologize information, and I was not an English major, so if these aren't words, don't blame me. Cook and create, care for the injured, diseased, and recovering through emergency, advanced emergency medical, and paramedic technical training, firefighting, and through surgical and pharmaceutical tech training. You have learned how to repair through automotive tech, how to transport through CDL driving, and building and enhancing through electrical and plumbing apprenticeships. I'm surprised no one back there is yelling every time I say something that you just studied for the last who knows how many months of your lives. Okay. Through welding, through technologizing automation. These aren't real words, but I'm still trying to make them words. Wiring, coding, cutting, analyzing, scanning, and testing. And sometimes all before 9 a.m. And in Cedar City, that probably meant doing it in the cold, the snow, the wind, the heat, or during a surprise April blizzard or a May rainstorm. That's grit. That's Utah tough. That's S-Tech next level. And now you've got the certificate, and some of you have jointly coupled your S-Tech certificate with an SUU degree. How many? 41, 49, 47? 41. All to prove it. You, all of you grads, just showed me how to turn 27 nouns into verbs. Or in other words, action words. Southwest Technical College and its graduates are all about action words with very little unnecessary nouns and talk, and instead with a whole lot of action. I know firsthand that education isn't always easy. I went to law school, which, by the way, was because, and this is the honest to goodness truth, I knew that I neither had the aptitude nor the moxie to accomplish and then do what all of you have done. And instead, I sat in class or the law library and just read until my eyes crossed, and then argued about the situational and procedural facts of a case in the case law. Wow, does that sound boring? As I hear myself describe law school and my years there, it didn't sound too productive at all. You, on the other hand, have been training to do things that actually work. You fix engines, you build systems, you save data, and maybe even lives. In short, you're about to become the people the rest of us call when we need something to actually function. So thank you in advance when I'm one of those future callers. Okay, halfway there. Now, before I let you run off into the sunset or into the workforce, here are 3 things I've learned that might be useful on your journey, even if they didn't come from a textbook. Number 1, master it. But just know that mastery is a moving target. Everyone wants to, quote unquote, master their craft, but in reality, the learning never ends. Just when you think you know everything, someone invents a new tool, updates the software, or decides to change all the codes for no reason. The people who thrive in this world are the ones who have a curious hunger, not just an appetite, but a real hunger to feast upon the new and the bold, not the ones who memorize everything and then freeze in the face of change. I remind my team members that change is good if it's in the right direction. And not only change, which is always inevitable, but intelligent change. So keep asking why, keep digging deeper. Technology changes fast, but your drive to understand it better can always stay one step ahead. Stay curiously hungry and be the agent for intelligent change, and maybe keep a YouTube tutorial or 2 bookmarked. I facetiously like to say that my wife has her doctorate from the University of YouTube. Where's she at? Oh, she's back there. I'm constantly in awe of her as I watch her explore the unknown and then create a work of creative or performing art from scratch. And this will date me and probably go over some of your heads. She's like the MacGyver of the arts. One contemporary back there. That's great. Number 2, lead it, even when no one gave you a title. No matter your role, whether you're starting on the shop floor or in the server room, you don't have to wait until someone calls you manager to act like a leader. Lead with integrity, lead with humility, and most importantly, lead by example. Leadership is showing up early, it's mentoring the new person, it's fixing something without being asked. It's also, occasionally, admitting you installed it upside down and then laughing about it. Right, honey? Or not being offended when your spouse laughs about it even 35 years later. I knew I would go to law school when I tried to assemble our first piece of furniture in our home as newlyweds, and I built a deacon bench with the lid upside down. And we still have it 35 years later, just so my wife can remind me, don't assemble it, go buy it assembled. So thank you for all the assemblers in this room. Trust me, people follow those who take responsibility and show integrity, whether or not they have a corner office. Some of the most impactful leaders in my company don't sit in the boardroom or on Mahogany Row. They're on the ground, making things happen and earning respect through their work ethic and consistency. I constantly remind my staff, I am and we are the managers are who they are because you are who you are. So stop being who you are. Don't stop being who you are. Improve, sure, but don't stop being who you are as a person, as the person that we hired because of your talent. And 3, ethics, it sounded weird, but I kind of went with the theme of the it. Your ethics and integrity are your legacy. You can be, or at least think that you are the smartest person in the room, but if people can't trust you, it won't matter. Again, I'm constantly reminding my staff, if I'm ever in your way, ask me respectfully to get out of the way, Paul, and I'll get out of the way. Again, I hired them for a reason, because they're far smarter and more competent and more skilled and have a higher aptitude than I do in their respective areas. Your values will open or close more doors than your resume ever will. So do the right thing in every decision, technical or otherwise, and bring your whole character to the table. People will remember how you treated them, how you owned your mistakes, and how you held the line when no one was watching. That's when true character sprouts. And then it is either nurtured and grows, or wilts and then is stunted and dies. And in this world, character will be your most valuable tool. So, this is a little weird, graduates of Southwest Tech, whether you're off to run fiber lines, fix transmissions, manage patient records, or engineer the next big thing, we need you. We need your hands, we need your minds, we need your hearts. That's one thing that I require of my executive staff. I expect them to lead with their heads, but their hearts had better follow quickly after their heads. We're in the people business. Doesn't matter what industry you're in, you will always be in the people business. And they are our greatest asset. And we definitely need your common sense, because there seems to be a scarcity of that at different times and in different places. So, STech grads, today, you step into a world that needs you, not just your training, but your judgment, not just your skills, but your character. You are not just technicians or specialists, you are innovators, problem solvers, community builders, home builders, and family builders. So go out there, build stuff, break stuff safely, please. Keep learning, stay humble, laugh a lot, and remember, even if you don't have all the answers, and this is important, duct tape and Utah's beverage of choice, Mountain Dew, solve most problems, at least temporarily. So congratulations, class of 2025. You did it, you earned it, and now the world gets to see what you're made of. And spoiler alert, it's some pretty awesome stuff. Thank you, and will someone please check this podium after I walk it away to make sure that I did not break it. Thank you.
All right, now we have come to the point in our program where we will give individual recognition to the students. We're going to do this by department. So when I announce the department and the programs they're in, the students will leave out here, come around and enter through there, and faculty and directors will come on the stage, and then the students will once their name is read by, again, Executive Director of the Utah Summer Games, John Oglesby, has graciously agreed to read the name, so thank you to him. And then you go across, shake the hands, and go back to the seat that you started in. All right? There will be videos on either side here, so check those out. We are going to start with our computer science department, so go ahead and start out. That's our information technology and software development programs.
I'm J.R. Kornberg, Director of the Computer Science Program. Our IT and software development programs are instructed by Greg Davis and Jason Adams. These programs train students to develop the skills needed by our local industry partners so that our students can get out into the workforce as technology experts and computer programmers. On behalf of the computer science team, we want to congratulate our graduates. We are excited to see what they do next. I'm J.R. Kornberg, Director of the Culinary Arts Program. Our program prepares students to work in a variety of food-related industries. If you
Nicole Hackler. Isaiah Pelkey. Ammon Carter. Timothy Stratton. Ethan Mawson. Drew Higbee. Charles Carter. John Lewis. Bridger Griffiths.
The next one is the Culinary Arts Department.
I'm J.R. Kornberg, Director of the Culinary Arts Program. Our program prepares students to work in a variety of food-related industries. If you have eaten at the Southwest Tech Cafe or attended one of our events, you know our students and staff can cook. Our team of chefs, John Woodgate, Leslie Clark, Alex Rivera, and Amasai Nilsson, would like to commend you on your hard work. Thank you for your time spent with us and wish you success in your new careers.
Zoe Powell. Kenzie Wood. Cole Cassio. Bowden Coleman. Ty Pham. J.C. Hill. Maribel Marin Hernandez. Josephine Jessup. Akita Jessup. Jennifer Heath. Francisco Ortega. Abigail Pence. Caitlin Green.
All right, next we have the Health Professions Department, which includes, and there's a little twist in here, medical assistant, medical office receptionist, phlebotomy, surgical technology. Pharmacy technician is going to walk with nursing, so we'll get to them in a little bit. So students?
Hello, my name is Gail Goodman. As the Director of Health Professions, I am thrilled to celebrate the graduation of our students from the phlebotomy, medical assistant, medical office receptionist, and surgical technology programs. Graduation is a significant milestone, and we extend our heartfelt congratulations to our graduates on their achievements. We wish our graduates from the phlebotomy, medical assistant, medical office receptionist, and surgical technology programs all of the best in their future endeavors. We have no doubt that they will make a positive impact on the healthcare industry and improve the lives of their patients. Congratulations to all of our graduates, and thank you for allowing us to be part of your journey towards success.
Allie Monroe. Peyton Hunter. Kennedy Slack. Elise Dennis. Heidi Brown. Brian Shaw. Vibalia Raj. Bailey Anchor. Janessa Flores. Alex De Laura Boenga. Ambry Christensen. Elka Curl. Lovely Morgan. Gracie Gloucester. Kenna Garver. Cadence Dalton. Santana Narlock. Brittany Robertson. Nancy Noomby.
Next is manufacturing, which includes automation technology, production welder, and welding essentials.
I'm Carl Thompson, Director of the Manufacturing Programs. I'm proud to introduce our graduates for the Automation Technology, Welding Essentials, and Production Welding programs. Our welders are going to go on to build bridges, buildings, and major infrastructure. They'll be involved in the manufacturing process, and they'll literally build the world around us. Our automation technology students are moving on to keep our factories running, keep green energy flowing, and they'll be able to fix anything that comes their way to keep our modern world moving as it should. Graduates, we are proud of you. We're grateful for the time you spent with us, for sharing your talents with us, and we look forward to the impact you'll have on our community.
Elijah Carpel. Lucas Wright. Dylan Rowley. Sean Childress. Jacob Halterman. Danielle Kalmus. Moose Ali's house. Cameron Gray Mountain. Ian Smith. Lane Taylor. Clark Bishop. Nathan Billings. Mia Bird. Daniel Timpson. Brett Howard. Daniel Rivera. Ryan Shunk. Bobby Rehome. Eileen Vega Rangel. Porter Rupert. Samuel Hafen. Jadia Price. Laura Croft. Elena Vanderhoven. Tanner Hilton. Joshua Quist. James Martineau. Zachary Rizzo.
Next up is the nursing department, which includes nursing assistants, practical nursing, and pharmacy technician.
Hello, I'm Tim Hatch, the Director of Nursing at Southwest Tech. It's a real pleasure to introduce the graduates of our nursing assistant, practical nursing, and pharmacy technician programs. These amazing individuals have shown dedication, resilience, and a strong commitment to their goals. They've completed demanding coursework and clinical hours, and today we celebrate their hard-earned success. Congratulations. You've worked hard to reach this point, and you should be incredibly proud. I have no doubt that you'll do great things. We can't wait to see the positive impact you'll have on your patients and your community.
Joshua Barrick. Kylie Ivatano. Elliot Hess. Liko Falau. Kinsley Murdoch. Morgan Meekum. Averi Biasi. Bailey Alcaraz. Callie Jacobson. Emily Buckwalter. Roseanne Lambert. Morgan Hanshoe. Aaron Gregerson. Kathia Guzman. Tommy Koppel. Kiana Ledesma. Melinda Dustin. Allura Ramsey. Ann Chell. Ella Williams. Michelle Burks. Mia Wendling. Aubrielle Jackson. Jade Ariza. Elizabeth Carpel. Drew Moyle. Hannah Ayer. Skylar Wilson. Crew Wilcock.
Next up is public safety, which includes emergency medical technician, advanced emergency medical technician, paramedic, and firefighter.
Good evening. I am Gail Goodman, the Director of Public Safety. It brings me great pleasure to announce the graduation of our firefighter, EMT, advanced EMT, and paramedic students. These students have demonstrated incredible determination and commitment to their programs and have acquired the skills and knowledge necessary to serve their communities. We are immensely proud of their accomplishments and believe that they will go on to make a meaningful impact in their respective careers. I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to our graduates and wish them continued success as they embark on their careers. We have no doubt that they will make a significant contribution to public safety, and we look forward to seeing the great things they will achieve.
Amber Snyder. Shelby Bartlett. Kaylee Johnson. Gare Scott. Joshua Lowe. Noah Schiffman. Merrick Saldana. Hunter Watson. Bryce Thomas. Connor Alton. Wyatt Fly. Caden Knoll. Wyatt Tebbs. Joseph Escobar. Maddox Davidson. Jackson Bishop. Shaylin Lamb. Cami Lee. Brody Elhaj. Stephen Angst. Ava Sunderland. Wendy Struss. Dominique Davey. Colton King. Daniel Drewbaker. Braden Johnson. Wyatt Overson. Gilbert Moen. Suzanne Spears. Martha Allred. Camry Cook. Savannah Mahaffey. Savannah D. Taylor Strain. Romina Peralta. Haley Butler. Kaylee Cortez. Whitney Overson. Roshan Wu. Polly Fowler. Rayleigh Berger. Carson Reese.
Next, we have transportation and apprenticeships, which includes automotive technician, commercial driver's license Class A, electrical apprenticeship, plumbing apprenticeship.
Hello, I'm Wade Esplin, Director of Transportation here at Southwest Tech. Our automotive instructors are Dallin Robinson, Shad Esplin, Cody Dawson, Mikhail Staple, and Shay Schurz. Our professional truck driver instructors are David Gary, Ty Bullock, James Coates, Chris Macias, Chantry Brindley, Terry Brasine, and Bill Payne. All of our instructors have worked in their respective industries and have years of hands-on experience to help our students find success as they transition into the workforce.
Pedro Valenzuela. Benjamin Villarreal. Dylan Severance. Reagan Horton. Calvin Walton. Simeon Amankwa. Scott Lund. Jared Covington. Tyler Madsen. Cade Judd. Samuel Rodriguez.
Just real quick. Oh, yeah. Before we do our next portion, I just have to, I'm not a lawyer, but I can't take the fifth, so I have to say something. And what that is God is just, God is fair. Some he gave brains and some he gave hair. That's for you, Paul.
All right, congratulations, graduates. This isn't on the program, but we're going to do the turning of the tassel. So not yet. Hold on just a minute. Okay, so graduates, if you're able, please stand. There's a lot of love in this audience for you all. A lot of love. Ladies and gentlemen of the Board of Trustees, esteemed colleagues, and our valued guests, today marks a significant milestone. As we gather to celebrate the accomplishments and perseverance of our graduates, I am honored to present these outstanding individuals to you as candidates to receive certificates for their respective programs.
Thanks, Scott. By virtue of the authority invested in me by the Utah System of Higher Education and the Southwest Technical College Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the appropriate certificate for which you have qualified. We extend to you our sincere congratulations. On the count of three, move your tassels from the right to the left, signifying your status as graduates. 3, 2, 1.
All right, you may be seated.
That was awesome. I love to see that from where I'm sitting. So just a couple housekeeping, because it's the end, but we're doing a little bit of housekeeping. There are some refreshments out this door. I know a lot of you came in this other direction. You probably didn't see it, but if you go out this door, on my right, your left, there's some refreshments. And for the students, return your gowns and pick up the alumni bag downstairs. And the cap and tassel you get to keep. So I'm gonna move this a little bit. So I just want to say congratulations as well. And thank you to the families, to friends and faculty who are here tonight. We have amazing faculty. I know we have amazing faculty. When I was downstairs and Heidi came walking in, she's in the back, she's now, and her students screamed like that when she walked in downstairs, so it was pretty fun to see. So that's what makes this moment possible, is the support from you and from our faculty. And as we bring this ceremony to a close, I want to take a moment to reflect on what today truly represents. This is not just the end as your time as students, it's the beginning of your journey as skilled professionals, leaders, and change makers in a world that desperately needs your talents. Across our communities, across the state of Utah, across our nation, there's a growing need for trained, capable, and innovative workforce. At Southwest Tech, we believe in the power of hands-on education, in the dignity of the trades, and in the remarkable resilience of our students. The world needs skilled workers, and Paul mentioned a little bit of this. I'm going to throw out a couple more stats for you. There are nearly 750,000 restaurants in the United States, and they all rely on trained culinary professionals. Over 285 million vehicles in the US need skilled maintenance and repair. I alone need help with my computer probably 3 times a week. So overall, millions and millions of IT tickets. And in healthcare and emergency services, each year brings 139 million emergency department visits, 36 million hospital stays, nearly 1 billion physician visits, 27 million emergency response calls, and it goes on and on. Sharing statistics for every program, I could share stats about every program, because each of you and each of your programs represent and support building and sustaining the systems that keep our communities running, healthy, and safe. Our economy thrives on talent like this. Graduates who are not only academically prepared, but equipped with real-world technical skills to make an immediate impact. You're not just filling jobs. You're building futures, you're strengthening families, and lifting entire communities. And I've heard this before, and I know it was hard, but just remember, the tassel was worth the hassle. I did not, that was not a quote. I chat GPT'd that as well. So as you leave here today, know this, the certificate you've earned is more than just a credential. It's a symbol of your perseverance, your grit. We both said that term, grit's really important. And your ability to rise to a challenge and meet it head on. And while the world may continue to evolve, one thing is certain, there will always be a place for those who are willing to learn, willing to lead, which Paul talked about as well, and willing to work hard. So students, congratulations on what you've accomplished. Continue to work hard. We are proud of you. I know this group over here is extremely proud of you. Your families are proud of you. We believe in you, and we cannot wait to see the incredible things that you do in the future. And with that, with one last round of applause, our graduation ceremony is officially adjourned.